Hey y'all like my sunglasses? These are new. Um, I've been trying to get new sunglasses all summer, and just my budget and the price of sunglasses was not matching up. And I was like, you don't really need new sunglasses, you just want new sunglasses. And they was having these 2 for 20 sales all summer, and I'm like, nope, can't afford it. So, quick story. Pulled up at work on Tuesday, parked my car, and the building was on fire. And I was like, ooh, time to go. So I used that as an opportunity to be an adult and go get my car fixed. And the place I went to get my car fixed was attached to the mall. And I went inside the mall to charge my phone because it was on zero. And the guy was like, "Oh, why don't you look for a coupon on your phone and I can take $20 off the price of the work today?" And I was like, "Good looking out." So I go into Verizon and I'm like, "Oh, do you have a new case for my phone?" Knowing whole time I really just want to charge my phone. And it was like, "Can we help you with something? That phone's too old. I don't have no cases for you. Deuces." So they weren't trying to let me charge my phone. I was like, whatever. Let me walk around the mall a little bit while I wait for my car. And I went into Aldo, and they had these glasses on sale, $5. So I got 2 for 10 instead of 2 for 20. Hey Aldo, he's cute, ain't it? So I'm walking around with my new sunglasses on. I'm like, could have used some sunglasses the other day. Olivia Pope. I was watching Scandal, and I'm like, Liv, girl, how you in the middle of America with a hat on and these same Farrah Fawcett curls you've been rocking since season 1? Like, you famous, boo. You need a little something more than a hat. I was like, Liv could have used some sunglasses on Thursday. Anyway, y'all probably wondering why is this girl ranting on about Scandal and some sunglasses. Um, I'm gonna wrap it all together and make it make sense for you real quick. So I went to visit my brother this summer, and his aunt was there, and she's a social worker. So for those of you who don't know, before I decided to become a blogger, I was a teacher, and I'm currently trying to transition into becoming a school counselor. I work at a mental health clinic where I'm learning a little bit more about therapy services for sexual abuse, substance abuse, depression, anxiety, things of that nature. So I'm really interested in being a therapist and things like that. So back to my story. My brother, I went to visit him for his birthday. His aunt, the social worker, was there, and we, wrapping it up. She telling her about life as a teacher. She's telling me about life as a social worker. And I happened to mention my friend that I was telling you guys about in the last video, and she was like, "Oh, real quick, I tell this story to everybody who will listen now." I'm like, okay, what's going on? Share the tea. What's up? So she was telling me about this client she had to do a home visit for, and she was just meeting this woman, and um, the woman was blind, right? So she asked her, she said, "Hey, I don't mean to be offensive or anything, but were you born blind?" And the lady is like, "No, baby, I wasn't born blind. Um, I was beaten blind by my children's father." Like, what? Somebody beat you blind? So I'm listening to the story like, what? That's nice. She was like, yeah, and the lady was telling her about her life and how she was like, you want to know what I used to look like? She was like, okay, I need you to dig down in this cabinet, No, it's too many papers in there. A little bit to the right. So she has her bring out this photo album book, right? Tell her to bring out this photo album book, and my brother's aunt is like, "Oh, you was cute. Hey, where were you going? Looking all jazzy and stuff." And the lady is telling her like, I was something fly a little bit. You see all those sunglasses I was wearing?" And my brother's aunt is like, "Yeah, you was real jazzy." Those were to hide the black eyes. I said, "Whoa!" sunglasses because they bring my face well, wear them for fashion a little bit. Mostly because I'm like debris blowing all in my eyes when I'm talking to people and stuff like that. I got really sensitive eyes. But what? You have a whole collection full of sunglasses to hide the black eyes that your children's father gave you? Like, I can't fathom that, right? So she asked her, I said, okay, well, how did he beat you blind? Like, what happened? And she was like, oh, we used to fight all the time. That was us. I would have a headache, and it'd go away. And then she was like, one time we was fighting, and after the fight was over, I had a little headache, and I was seeing double. Like, that happens sometimes. I don't even like getting a headache when I reach down for something and bump my head on the table at work. But you in a relationship where this dude is knocking you out and you getting headaches and you seeing double and stuff like that. She said they got back together, and they got the tussling and fussing again, and this time she got a headache and she was seeing triple. What? You seeing three of me? What is going on? And then headache was over. They get back together. And the next time, she wasn't seeing double. She wasn't seeing triple. She wasn't seeing anything. This man had beat on her so badly, so frequently, that he damaged the nerves that control her vision. What? He knocked a sense out of her. I'm gonna let that marinate on y'all for a minute. He knocked a sense out of her. Like, I know y'all done heard your parents say, maybe even a teacher a couple times, so stop playing around before I knock some sense into you. But he beat her so bad, she has 1 sense less than the 5 she was born with. And here I am walking around with my sunglasses on because it's too windy outside. I'm walking around like, oh, look, y'all. I got these sunglasses that make me look like I'm in a Disney movie, a Goofy movie, Leaning Tower of Cheesa. She went from hiding black eyes to protecting whatever nerve sensitivity she has left, right? So even still, this is about a woman and her abusive partner. What does this have to do with daddy issues, right? So I told y'all, she said this was her children's father, her son's father, rather. Let's be specific. She has sons who beat her blind. And all I could think was like, so what happened to her kids? I mean, I imagine at this time that I'm learning of this, they're grown now, but like, how do you choose sides? Like, do I go live with my mom who can't help me with my homework no more because she can't see the math problems? Or do I go live with my dad who put my mom in the position where she can't help me with my homework because she can't see the problems I'm dealing with? It's like, damn, daddy, you knocked mama eyesight out? Or is it like, damn, daddy, you knocked mama eyesight out? Like, is he looking up to her? I mean, to his dad, rather? So, some statistics, right, say that on average, a woman will leave an abusive partner up to 7 times before she leaves for good. So it really takes 8 times to walk away. She will leave an average of 7 times before she leaves her partner for good, right? And I was thinking, like, dang, like, how does that work? Like, we together. This my bae. This my bae. And one day he knocked me out, and it's like, girl, yeah, we ain't speaking this week. No, I'm done with that. And then your eye heal a little bit, and you're like, that look better. I'm gonna take him back. Hey, boo. Y'all back together, and everything's good until he ain't like something you said, and it's girl, no. Hit me once. That's it, boo. He already had 2 times. I'm done. I'm over this. But you not. So you go back, and everything's just fine, 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 fine. Until he knocks you out again, and you got the sunglasses back on, and you like, hey, wear these to homecoming today. Get a little leather jacket to go with these. I miss him. I love him. I need him. Try to work things out. Goes well for a little bit. Got your hater blockers on yet again. Because you don't want the haters realizing that you not just leaving for you. You leaving because you black and blue. But he my air. I can't breathe without him. I can't live without him. Girl, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me, boo. I'm alright. Girl. I couldn't do it no more. I had to get out of there. Yep, I'm gonna be okay. I'm over him. It's just so hard sometimes being alone, and I realize like I really can't do this without him, and I don't have no money. I keep trying to leave, but it's not working out for me. And then you back in these shades again, trying to figure out what you gonna do without him. Are you gonna stay gone? Are you gonna stay together? The number one reason domestic abuse survivors return to their abusers is due to financial abuse. And what that means is they don't have the resources to stay free from their abuser. And with that being said, I mentioned that this woman had children because men who are exposed to domestic violence as children are 3 to 4 times more likely to become abusers as adults than men who are not exposed to domestic violence as children. So this woman was beaten blind by the father of her sons, and those two young men are 3 to 4 times more likely to become abusers themselves. Financial abuse keeps survivors returning to their abuser. And I tie this all back into Scandal because right now, for the year 2015, Kerry Washington, who plays Olivia Pope, is the ambassador for the Purple Purse Foundation. You can visit purplepurse.com. It's an association with the Allstate Foundation. It's a program for women that helps them. They have a financial curriculum to help women get out of domestic disputes and domestically violent and intimate relationships by helping them get their finances together. Another thing to note is that, let me see, 70 times more likely is a woman to be murdered in the few weeks after leaving a domestic partner who's abusive towards her than she is at any other point in that relationship. 70 times more likely is a woman to be murdered in a few weeks after she decides to leave an abuser than at any other point in that violent, abusive relationship. So I had to really take a step back and learn to stop judging people. Like, I was telling you about my friend and how it was affecting her baby to be abused like that in front of her. But at the same time, it's like, what if she leaves? Because she died. Will he really kill her? Because you always think, girl, you better leave. You stay, he gonna kill you. But a woman is 70 times more likely to be murdered in the few weeks after leaving. Those are some scary statistics to face. I just keep thinking about that lady's sons. Like, this man beat her blind. He knocked a sense out of her. And they had 2 sons together who are 3 to 4 times more likely to become abusers themselves in adulthood than young men who were not exposed to domestic violence. If you see something, say something. Because when people know better, they do better. And when somebody knows that you know they ain't up to no good, they going to do better when you come around. They going to do better because they know don't play in front of her. So like I said, when you see something, say something. Encourage those that you know ain't doing right to do better. Because you never know when you can save someone's life.